But something I've been hearing a lot about recently in my recent interviews this week, something that's come up a lot is the importance of having your own voice, like finding your own voice. Whether that's as a band, as you guys, or maybe your own voice, you being a singer and stuff.
Yeah.
How have you developed that aspect of your, let's say, singer voice in this case? Just your expression, I guess I should call it instead.
Well, that's a good question, and I think anybody who, whether they're a singer or play an instrument, you have to find your own voice, and I think it begins with mimicry, and I was lucky after in college I really took an interest in jazz and jazz singing, and I lived in Budapest, Hungary for a year playing in a jazz band, and I had to just learn literally hundreds of jazz standards and just kind of figure out the cool part about jazz singing is you're interpreting these songs. So it wasn't necessarily the improvisatory stuff, but it was just crooning, But I think in figuring out how to say what I wanted to say within the lyrics of these classic songs was a good way of figuring out how I operated and how my voice operated. And so that was a good school, a good education in figuring out how to operate in this territory that's been so well trod. But how do you bring something new to it? So that was a good challenge. And then the rest of it is just who inspires you, who moves you, and you rip them off until you kind of work through them, and you find the next person, you rip them off until you work through it, and you kind of come at the end of it, you kind of come to yourself, hopefully.
That's very true. Yeah.
But it is about being inspired and moved and imitation, for the first part, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So who's been the person or artist who you have tried to imitate?
Oh gosh, I mean, a lot of great blues guys. Bobby Bland. Taj Mahal. Who are some other people I really like? Etta James. And then other more artists that aren't just from the blues world, like Tom Waits I'm a big fan of his. And I don't know, I could go on forever, but Howlin' Wolf is he's in my firmament.
Right. I need to check him out more deeply, because I'm familiar with him, but I couldn't say I know his music well.
He has one of the most unique voices in American music, I think. It's just, there's nothing like it. Yeah.
Which record do you recommend checking out first of his?
I just get the Real Folk Blues. It's put out by Chess. It's kind of his greatest hits. But yeah, it's so distinctive. There's nothing like it on planet Earth. It's he's one for the ages.
Cool. I'm going to check them out, definitely.